Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker with me, Barden. But we're going to get ourselves out of here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these red things, so the at death's door status. And then we're going to travel around the world and do a bit more leveling up before we go further down, because you saw the last time, like, we ended up with two guys not in the best of health last time we went down below, so I think we need to maybe get a level or two before, or maybe just better equipment, but either or we need to do it before we go down there. Excuse me. So I hope everybody's having a good Christmas week if you do celebrate Christmas, or good New Year's week if you don't. But you know, either way, hope you're having some fun, playing some decent games, and just generally having a good life. Mina, this, it's been hard this December to kind of get into the Christmas spirit, because those of you that follow my channel will know that my dad passed away in mid-October, so it's not that long ago, and then his birthday was on the 2nd of December as well, so, and then this is the first Christmas without him, so it's been tough to kind of get into the spirit. But I'm recording this on the 23rd, and tomorrow is my birthday, so at least I'm going to enjoy that with my wife, and then we'll have a small Christmas here. Not really like Japan doesn't really do Christmas in the same way as we would in the West, so it's kind of like Christmas here is more like Valentine's Day would be in the West, where it's for couples who go out for dinner and they exchange gifts and that kind of thing. But it's beginning to become a bit of a family thing as well. But not hugely so. There's still a while to go before it gets anywhere near the way things are in the West. Okay, we got Ratnook Hill. Okay, interesting. Let's check that out. Let's enter. Oh, we should have gone back actually, so we'll do whatever we're going to do out here, and then we'll go. Okay, there's a dude here. He's been killed by rats. Oh, there's traps. Okay. Well, let's come back later then. But one thing that is kind of a tradition here in Japan is that Japanese families eat KFC at Christmas time, and it basically all goes back to, there was one franchise owner in Japan who had the bright idea of kind of advertising KFC with Santa Claus, and like this would have been years and years ago, and over time then KFC noticed that he was actually doing pretty well out of it, and then it kind of branched out from there to be an all Japan thing. So now everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people in Japan will eat KFC on Christmas Day, kind of the same way that people in the US would eat turkey for Thanksgiving, or people in Ireland and UK would eat turkey at Christmas.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
And fair play to them for being able to convince people that eating junk food at Christmas like this could be a tradition. But we're gonna do it this year. My wife's already checked out with KFC, like what the story is about actually getting it and stuff. So we're gonna be properly Japanese this year. Let's grab that.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Grab that. Okay, so I think we're a bit over encumbered. Yeah, I think we just need to rest maybe. So let's camp. And also, last night I went out with work, so we had like a Bonenkai, which are. Oh, sorry.
You have such a busy tongue. How is it that you don't tire of wagging it? Hey, Harem?
Love when everybody gets on with the party. But yeah, we had Bonenkai, which is like year-end drinks with my job, so that was fun. We went to like a karaoke restaurant, so went there, sang songs, and ate and drank. So overall, pretty fun night. Then, so what else do I have coming up this? Oh yeah, on Wednesday, which is the day after Christmas, some of my friends are coming over and we're gonna play board games. Oh, another fight. Okay, gonna play board games for from about I think 11, so about 4 or 5 hours. I think we're gonna play, have a bit of fun. So it's basically my D&D group, but we're gonna play board games because I'm getting some board games that I've wanted as birthday and Christmas presents. So we're gonna be able to try them out together. Yeah, kill that guy. He's very cheeky.
I need to catch my breath.
Okay. Right, so this time we're properly rested, so it's a case of just getting rid of some stuff. So let's just drop these until we get down to where we want to be. Okay, and then we should be able to exit. Another good thing about going back is we can clear a lot of that stuff out as well. Let's see if we ever make it back with all these random encounters.
My strength fades.
No, we just need to get back. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to get better at cooking then to find what everybody's favorite food is. It'd be nice if the favorite foods were kind of random, but knowing these types of games, like in modern day, it's probably not, and there's going to be some list online that people can look up. Like, I don't really like that kind of thing. I understand why people would do it, but it's nice to kind of discover stuff for yourself if you can. With a delighted smile, Octavian hails the smell coming from the Oleg's trading post. Fresh bread? I can't believe it. All this time that we sat in cages and crawled in the mud, there were places in the world where they were baking fresh bread. And here we are. I bet they have clean sheets, and maybe we can even take a bath. Ha ha ha! A girl can dream. Get some rest, you deserve it. You can be sure of that. I've got years of rest to catch up on, and I'll be stuffing my face until I turn into a ball. You do so much for us. Is it all because you are kind, or maybe the halfling elf smiles flirtatiously? Maybe it's because you've been charmed by my beauty. So this is kind of an option for romance. Well, I don't know where Renee is going to go with her romance, so I don't want to kind of cut off a possibility. So we're just going to pick this one, I suppose. Exactly. I would have never found the techniques encampment if your beauty hadn't beckoned me. Octavia laughs out loud. For a moment, something more than just friendliness flashes across her face. Oh, you are so sweet. All right, enough talk. Fresh bread and clean sheets await. Okay, so let's get up here and offload some of this stuff. Chat with Oleg. Show me your wares, please, Oleg. We're going to keep that one. I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff. Okay, then what else do we have? Okay, let's deal with that. Now these, I want to see if someone in the party can use those. So you've got your chainmail. Okay, so is there anyone who can... You got leather armor. Okay, you should probably get the chain shirt +1. Okay, then you got masterwork. We probably have to get you a +1 for that. Let's see the weapons. So this is a great sword +1. So that would be either you or okay, you've already got maybe you've already got your longsword +1 though. It's a lot more damage. Let's see if we give it to you. Then the pick. Honestly, I can't see anyone else using the pick, so we probably should sell that and be looking for +1s for what the rest of the guys have. Wow, that's a lot of money we're going to get from that. Okay, so we're looking at what? You already got something. Maybe a better short bow, a better bastard sword, a better light crossbow, or a better mace. His light mace +1, but he has a heavy mace, doesn't he? Yeah, he's on heavy mace. Masterwork longbow. That could be good for you. Oh no, you're short bow. Masterwork short bow we could get. No, it's not really an upgrade though. So what else can we get? Maybe armor. Armor side of things. Got ring of protection. What do you have? You need better than what you got. Hide armor. Leather armor. Not really anything better for her at the moment. You've already got your full plate. Maybe we could get you a wing, some kind of wing of protection. Belt of giant strength. Could get that. Or ring of protection +1. Yeah, I think we picked that up. Then do our deal. Then give you the ring. I need to sell all these off as well. Let's sell those off. Then we got wisdom. Looks like the topaz doesn't do anything. Okay, so where was that thing? Ah, there. Okay. You can have that. Right. Next, let's talk to you. Show me what you have. Okay. That's enough for now. Then we should distribute those around. Two for you. Give you one of those. Give you one of those. Here you have one. You know, swap one more out, I think. Oh, one. Swap that one out. Here we go. Okay. Then we can pop inside, have a rest. Then we should get rid of the death's door thing.
No stopping now.
Get our sleep on. Okay. I'm gonna head down. Maybe pick up some supplies as well. No, she won't trade with us, okay. Well, we got to go, sorry. This is your hubby and the other guy here. Okay. So, let's see if there's anything we've missed. You have a lot of scrolls. I probably should start using scrolls a bit more. Let's sell you a few of the scrolls I'm using. Right, and then we're going to exit and just go get in some fights. How are we doing level wise? Okay, so 6215. So there's a bit to go to level up. You can see everyone now is just a regular portrait, so none of the guys have at death's door anymore. Let's go try this fight. I think this is where there's a big ogre or something. Either that or it was... I don't think it was the place where Emily decided that she wanted to fight on her own. I think there should still be an enemy here. Yeah, there he is. Rat-eating troll. Okay, he's level 8. Ooh, okay, so let's not fight him just yet. He's a bit too high for us. Or something a little more manageable. Okay, so maybe we go to here and then make our way down that way, see what we find.
I need to catch my breath.
Okay, let's camp. Get our rest on. Oh, cooking actually worked. An excellent hearty meal. Wow. Okay, gotta fight.
To victory!
Okay, so we got a bandit illusionist at the back. Okay, so you attack them,
Do it!
you attack them,
Tear them apart!
you go for the
Let
illusionist.
us strike as one!
Oh wow. Okay, we'll take those. Yeah, that was certainly interesting. Let's get out of here. So before that fight, we're at 6215. So I wonder what we're at now. Okay, so we got 45 XP for that fight.
I need to catch my breath.
Alright, we'll rest at the next. Yep. Okay, everything went well again. Three Pine Islet. Okay, let's see what's here. Okay, so cross the river. I don't know what. Oh,
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
okay, these are dragons, but they're level 3, but they're still dragons.
Let us strike as one!
Okay. Okay, killed one. Good.
Ah!
Or just like a boss or something up there as well. Okay, some decent treasure. Yeah, there's some kind of... Oh no, it's not. I thought there was one that looked different.
To victory!
It's not, it's under 7. Okay. But it's certainly more exciting than fighting against bandits. Okay, let's see what these guys have. And they're more rewarding as well. Judging by the empty copper, someone was using this boat to transport quite a bit of goods. But where did all the stuff go? Well, there is something there. So the rest of it might be hidden somewhere area.
What's that?
Like here, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
You see that?
Oh, there's a trap. Okay. Well, let's see if she can disarm it. Come on, Lindsay. Yeah, you go the long way around. Why not? Oh, you just triggered it. You didn't even try to. Okay.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Oh, there's more. Okay. Well, let's fight you guys.
Serves you right.
Okay, we'll take all of that. Thank you. Okay, you guys just let go. That's fine. Now we'll check this. Okay, more stuff. That was a pretty decent haul.
Repent.
Let's head across here. So what were these guys called? Tassel worms? Okay, well, tassel worms are fun. Can confirm that. I really want to get into the kingdom management stuff. But I'll probably have to do a bit more leveling before that's possible. Okay, random encounter, let's go. Having reached the edge of the milky white blanket, we stopped. I've never seen a denser, thicker fog in all my life. Stretching my hand forward, I could hardly see the outline of my fingers, and if my arms were so long as my companions, I don't think I'd even see my elbows. We exchanged hesitant looks. It would be impossible to find one's way through this haze. Okay, there was nothing. Oh no, let's detect magic first. One of us used magic to analyze the fog. It was clear the gloom was of a natural origin, but who or what could have spawned such a thing? We tried to light our way with a torch. The fire coloured the fog in homely warm tones, but this does not improve visibility. Okay. Fortune favours the brave. Having formed a single line with our hands on each other's shoulders, we moved forward carefully. Soon the air became so damp it was hard to breathe. We were soaking wet in the blink of an eye. With each step our eyes told us less and less, until finally we were completely blind. It was positively impossible to continue in this way. After a roll call, having made sure all of us were in place, we tried to turn around and walk in the opposite direction. Alas, we may as well have had our eyes closed. Stumbling and cursing, anything and everything we strayed for half the day. It was only by sheer luck that we managed to come clear of that place, and exactly in the spot we started out from. Tired, wet and hungry, we swore that there was nothing that would make us walk back into the haze. Okay, so I guess it's some kind of barrier that's preventing us going that way. Okay. So let's cross the river instead. Go on this way.
I need to catch my breath.
Okay. Let's camp. Good job, everyone. Now let's go this way. Okay, more fights. Haven't reached. Oh no, it's the same thing. Okay. So we turned around. So we can't go into any of these clouds, I guess is what it's telling us. Okay, so back across the river. No, I want to go across the river. There we go. So let's go this way, and then across here. So that's kind of a natural border for us now, that river there.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay. Let's manage. Special role. So, who's going to be on cooking? You're on cooking. Okay. Spoil the meal. Nice. Well done. Okay, forward we go. Okay, we're coming back. Just wanted to complete that route, so we can at least go across this way. Okay, down here, then across, complete this route.
I need to catch my breath.
Okay, tap again. Okay, we definitely need to get ourselves off cooking. Renee's not a good cook. Renee suddenly awoke inside the house. Dogs were howling fiercely, not far away. It smelled like burning. The wooden walls were steaming hot, and smoke was wreathing beneath the low ceiling. She jumped out of the window. Kicking out the window, Renee jumped out into the darkness. An arrow hit her shoulder, and she heard laughter and shouts of triumph. She surged forward to the rope bridge, reaching the middle of the river. Renee cast a glance back and noticed that a young man wearing an antlered helm cut one of the ropes with an axe. The bridge began to collapse as his rope twisted and snapped. Renee's skin felt cold. She heard the murmur of the water and the soft lapping of waves. After opening her eyes, she saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body, tangled in green water weeds. The drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon Renee. The drowned man's mouth opened slowly, and a hoarse whisper said, "Shrike River, Renee." At this moment, Renee finally awoke, drenched in sweat. She told us what she'd seen in her dream. Okay. So this is Shrike River here. Okay. You spotted the enemy. Okay. And we've got a trial there as well that we can maybe try out. Refers to the writ of freedoms. Say what you will, I live free. Doesn't mean you won't get beaten up for what you say, though.
Rest is in order.
Let's get forward here. Hi there.
I'm not afraid.
Okay, kobolds.
Serves you
Let's
right.
get them. Okay, so one of you done. Don't miss too much, guys. Okay, nice.
What you want?
I'll give us the loot option. Thank you.
It is done.
It really does so much damage that she seems to end up being the tank, which isn't great when we have a paladin who could tank instead. Okay. Yes, we do. Let's see what this is all about. Is it trial or trail? Depends really where the A and the I are in relation to each other, doesn't it?
A rest is in order.
Okay, let's go this way. Got some... What the hell is that? Some kind of rat squirrel type thing. Or rabbit squirrel maybe.
I'm not afraid.
Wow, level 10. Probably should be afraid. We're gonna try it though.
Let us strike as one. Justice.
If we can manage to kill this, it might give us an idea of where we can kill that ogre dude as well. Got a lot of missing going on.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Need to cure. We need to channel puzzle. Oh, we don't have one. We've almost got it killed. Take another one of those. Continue using one of those. Got it. Okay. Oh wow. Let's skin it. Again, okay. Let's see what else is here then. Whoa. Okay, we got some kind of decent bow. It's gonna be for you. Sharp bow +1. Excellent. So it's definitely worth coming here. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna search for treasure. Even though we got some nice treasure already. Just never know what else could be around the place. Here.
Just letting the ink dry.
You two.
Don't hesitate.
Anything is possible.
Yes.
And again.
Yes.
Let's get out of there. Okay, so we took that thing down. So I think we can maybe go and try the other one as well. That'll be decent. That'll help certainly help us with our progress. Let's actually try there. So we need to go there first. And here. Then camp. So let's okay, so interview would be better. Okay, I think that's maybe the best use of the guys. We'll see though. Okay, so it'll spoil the meal. Let's pop in here. We walked across the heath for a long time, yet no sight sprang up before our eyes. By turns we discovered a verdant lowland with several near-about springs streaming down behind another hillside. And then in the distance, in the centre of the lowland, among the bush, there stood a single dry tree, a true giant. Its magnificent outline resembled an animal's paw, clawing at the sky. But what was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dark humps. They are piled about the height of a man, and scattered around in abundance. We determined that we should explore the lowland. The further we trekked, the softer the land became, step by step. Heath grass gave way to moss, low-growing shrubs and ferns, and then sloshy puddles of stinky swamp water. The muddy ground sucked at our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally we reached the first group of mysterious humps, and learned they were no mere hills, but dugout dwellings. We moved with great care towards the centre of the lowlands, and there the real swamp began. On the way towards the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger, and surrounded by small clay statues. Okay, so this could be like bullywugs or lizard folk. We examined the surrounding dwellings. Inside the dugouts were frowsy and dark, darker than holes, and filled with absolute desolation. There was no windows in these mud walls, with furniture or other homely items, except for the odd piece of tattered wicker. But every dwelling had a large hollow dug right in the centre of the dirt floor, like a fire pit, but taking up the greater part of the space. They were filled with standing water and roofed beyond description. Sounds like bullywugs to me. We moved with great care towards the centre of the lowlands, and there the real swamp began. On the way toward the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger and surrounded by small clay statues. We would not retreat and move ever forward towards the tall tree, determined to visit the big hut on our way there. We walked slowly, carefully, choosing our way, keeping to dry our ground as much as possible. But the further we went, the more difficult it became, and soon we were wading waist deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what shadows flitted along the bottom. Suddenly, Octavia staggered, spit out an oath, and flailed her arms. She made a wrong step. Unable to pull out her foot, she called out loudly, and began to sink into the wild green slush. Wary of another of us getting sucked into the bog, we decided to form a living chain, standing next to each other and holding hands. We began to pull up our fellow traveller. Luckily, Octavia managed to keep her head above the water, while we struggled to rescue her. Grabbing the nearest hand and pulling with all her strength, She freed first one foot, then another. Okay, cool. The insatiable bog gurgled hungrily after us, but we didn't look back. Sodden and weary, we finally made it back to solid ground, and a palace of sort rose before our eyes. A spacious hut, made of mud, like the rest, but decorated with pebbles, bones, cattail spikes, and snail shells. In front of the palace was a wide and shallow reservoir. Its green water reflected the leaves of huge fern and primitive clay figurines. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the centre of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, that tall, dry tree stretched mightily upwards, clawing at the firmament. Okay, we carefully examined the clay figurines, trying to fathom who they might portray. Goggle eyes, flat head, no neck, ears on chins, ugly long ears, unnaturally bent. These sculptures could only be the work of boggards, primitive, cruel boggart tribes. I guess then that's the Pathfinder kind of bullywug. Tribes that inhabited the swamps of Garand and Avistan since the olden days. Pitiless to others and to each other, they were led by the darker instincts of their insane priest-kings. They are known to grow young fry in the pools inside the houses. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the centre of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, the tall dry tree. Oh, we already read that. Okay. We peeked inside the hut. The palace was twice the height of other huts, and its entrance was wide enough that 3 could walk abreast. The walls were decorated. An unknown builder had scratched drawings in the clay while it was still wet. The faded scrawl depicted huge amphibians devouring smaller figures, some frog-headed, others not. 3 of the 4 rooms boasted large holes filled with water, just like the other dwellings, though here there were steps descending into them, cut into the dirt. In the furthest room we found equipment decorating the walls, leather armour, spears, clubs. To our surprise, a number of items were well preserved. The hut was clearly deserted, so we felt no shame in taking some of it with us. We moved forward, seen as we'd drawn so near our goal. It was ever so lonely to walk once again along the well-trodden path. Our soaked clothes imagined being dry, and our mood at once lifted. The bushes that bordered the path seemed to wave at us amiably, with their juicy green leaves and shiny bright red berries. A fresh wind puffed away the rotten smell, and it finally felt like the swamp might be nearly behind us. But then the wind stopped blowing, and the thorny branches continued to move. We heard a loud shout. Octavio, who was watching our rear, pointed to a surging, crawling wall of green, filling the path behind us. The surrounding thicket was coming to life. Its branches reached out with a soft swishing sound. Drops of sap oozed from their thorns, gleaming in the emerald dusk. The path was disappearing. There was no way back, and the clear space ahead was closing. We ran forward as fast as our legs could carry us, flying towards the closing passage. As any experienced traveller can tell you, sometimes you walk and sometimes you run. The branches snatched at our backpacks and clothes, and the sprouts tangled at our feet, but we slipped their grasp and we were too quick. Finally, after what seemed an endless trek, we came upon the gigantic dry tree that had so intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut into its trunk, a huge horned 3-eyed toad. Its goggly eyes made it look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp-toothed, with several hanging tongues. Deep brown streaks oozed from the corner of its mouth. We tried to glean what sort of idol it might be. There could be no doubt this was Golgunta, master of the great swamp in the demon abyss. But what is this? While we were examining the idol, a large bright blue dragonfly came out of a hollow in the tree and sat invitingly on the very tip of one of our noses. It was so remarkably strange it didn't react to our movements and seemed quite content to remain where it sat. I guess this one. The idol reeked of evil, to say the least. We were certain we must destroy it. Clearly we could not leave such an obscenity unscathed. We drew our swords and slashed at the wooden face, and from it oozed black, sticky blood. We heard a great clap of thunder, and a thick fog arose from nowhere. The birds screamed furiously. More thunder soon followed, and with each strike the sky grew darker and darker. Soon we couldn't see the sun through the fog. The air shuddered again, but it was still thunder, or the creaky voice of the monstrous toad. Still, our iron blades dug deep into the blood-soaked wood, and at last the idol was smashed into splinters. The fog cleared away and silence descended. Suddenly, we realized that every frog in the swamp had gone quiet. We turned, almost with a sigh of relief, and saw that the flesh-eating bush had withered away. Satisfied with a job well done, we returned to where we come from. Okay, that was a bit of fun there. Right now, what we're going to do is, I think we're going to head on back here. And then next time, we'll travel from there and we'll go have a go at this guy, I think. Let's pop in here and do a bit of admin off camera. Okay, so another fun day. We still have a while to go before we're going to be able to go back, I think, to the old Sycamore and look to complete that. But so far, yeah, having fun. Hope you're having fun watching, and I really hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.